I just have to down this string cheese real quick and just let me put this peanut butter away were phrases that I just heard a mere moments ago as I look at a digitized version of a disheveled Robert. He's hurting. He's now probably at a point where he's like, you know what? I really am aging. The process has begun. The things are going on, and it is a bit of a mess. It starts to, he starts to question his own mortality. He starts to wonder what the point of any of this is. But here we are. The people you know, the people you love, the dudes with brews on a porch.
Yep, cue it up.
You're about to hear the greatest show of your life. Dudes with brews on a porch with Rob and Drew.
Hello.
Hello.
How we doing?
I've had better moments
Yeah. I've had
than
better
I'm having right now.
I've had better moments too because my computer is still tweaking out, which is not ideal when you're trying to record something. But we'll I guess kind of deal with that as it goes. I hate this computer so much. And you
With
probably
the light.
I don't know. You can see me, you can hear me.
I can hear you. I cannot see you.
Yeah. It's because this goddamn fucking computer is a piece of shit. And it really pisses me off. Sick of it. But all right, here we are.
That was me this week, last week. No mic. Everything's falling apart. Okay.
I blame Windows. I think the latest one is like Windows 11 or something like that. It's just a horrible operating system, and it really makes me mad. But anyways, we're here. I'm not gonna mess with anything. I am drinking a beer, Rob. I'm putting them down. I am drinking from the Hoya Hop House in Waupun, Wisconsin, a little rinky-dink town in the old state of Wisconsin, the Dairyland. It's called Obake. It is a Japanese jasmine rice lager. Drifting between realms, this shape-shifting lager is everything you want it to be and nothing else, with a subtle floral notes from Sorachi Ace hops and a fluffy mouthfeel from the jasmine rice. 5.4 on the ABV, 21 on the IBU. It looks golden. It looks crisp. It does have a good smell.
Well,
it's got a lager taste to it.
Good.
It's got a little sweetness to it. Pretty good. I've never had a Hoya Hop House beer before, so here we are.
I feel like it's been a while since I've seen you with a glass full of beer.
Maybe, yeah, probably has been.
Yeah. Well, I'm calling an audible. Dude, stop. Sorry. He bites himself until he hurts himself.
Yeah.
He's doing. Look at this guy. He's going to town on his own nutsack.
Hey, when there's a time and a place for those, and when you decide it's time to let them go, it's time to let them go.
Yeah. Well, that's next on the list.
Yeah.
He's gonna. But I'm pulling an audible. I wasn't going to have a drink.
Yep.
But Doug, you heard it. Everybody heard it. I'm sure on the microphone. I was digging deep back, way back in the fridge. We got this here, VMC Paloma tequila drink in a can.
Oh, all right.
Tequila with natural flavors and sparkling water. It's
Mm.
pink, so I'm going to assume it's some kind of a fruit.
Paloma,
That
yeah,
it's
it's like it's a certain kind of like. I had an NA Paloma not that long ago, and it was disgusting.
Yeah, I don't those words are synonymous. Like I don't NA Paloma.
Yeah,
That makes no sense to me why that exists on this planet. Like somebody out there was a diehard alcoholic,
only
but
Palomas.
only for Palomas. So they had to like the niche market of the guy out there or the lady out there that's like, I really, if any Palomas didn't come out, I'd probably be dead right now.
Yeah, it really was not good at all. It was quite disgusting, but you know, I had it. I was on a little bit of a hiatus from drinking for a little bit because of we talked about the blood pressure stuff, which apparently wasn't even a problem. The problem was the medicine that I was taking. Because
Yeah.
I shouldn't have had it anyways, but that's neither here nor there. That's not what we're going to talk about today. I do have some things to talk about, Rob, but I know you do as well. So I would like you
I would like you to kick it off, Drew.
you want me to kick it off? Okay. I was reflecting on some things that recently. I'm going to dive into my personal life a little bit. All right. The wife and I we're great. We're in love. We love each other. Got into 2 arguments lately, like in the last couple of weeks, which is pretty rare, where we get into arguments so close to each other. We don't really argue a lot, but 2 times. After the second time, I was like, you know what? I'm gonna do my best just to not talk as much. I'm gonna speak less. I'm gonna talk less. So, because
That's how our grandpas became our grandpas.
it seems
They
like
made that decision at some point in life as well.
because it seems like I say the wrong things. I'm trying to convey one message, but when I verbalize it, it is not the right message. It's the wrong one. And I was just like, meaning like I'm gonna think a little bit more. So I set my alarm clock that night. I was like, the label of this alarm clock is "Don't speak." So every morning when I wake up, I'd get this reminder: don't speak. Just stop. You're gonna get yourself in trouble. And she knows I did this.
I'm going to cut you off, but it's because we're the same. I put in my calendar every year. My calendar reminds me of when I made Shonda cry, and it says, "Don't do that again."
Not today.
You're not allowed to talk about this. So we are the same.
So my wife knows this. I told her, but and it made her mad that that I did that. Because she's like, she's texting me right now in real time because she's listening to me speak, which I shouldn't be doing. The alarm clock label is not working.
You disobeyed the alarm clock.
Yeah. It's yeah. I just
did you say the wrong thing for the argument, or did you say it with the wrong tone? Because I get in trouble not with my words, but with my tone.
Probably both. Probably
both. Yeah, wrong words, wrong tone. That's no good.
Yeah.
You do need to stay quiet.
Right. I was going to ask you, does this make me a bad person? Does this make me a curmudgeon for doing that? Instead of just addressing, hey, I'm sorry I said the wrong thing at the wrong time in the wrong way. I should have thought more about it before I verbalized it. I go to the answer of, yeah, just stop talking.
Well, it's funny because I had therapy today, and some of the things that I wanted to bring up, there's some stuff that I've been working on. And but we were talking about this thing where it's like, because my person, she likes to watch what some people call like trash TV. She likes the reality shows. Me, everything that a reality show is everything that I hate in this world. And there was a point before we figured out how we were gonna navigate this, treacherous cavern that we were in together, where it's like, okay, I'm staying here. You like to unwind watching a show that absolutely winds me up. And it came down to me having to be like she was like, at a certain point, she was like, okay, you have to, you're making this very non-enjoyable or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
And I had that snap back reaction that you're talking about, which is, well, fine, I just won't say anything. I won't say. And she'd be like, commercials would come on, and she would try and be an adult and have a conversation with me, or but I would just no, like just mumble under my breath and be a 3-year-old who didn't get a piece of candy or what. Like, what do you give a 3-year-old? I don't know, applesauce.
Yeah.
And like, I had to address that too, where it's like, okay, that's not flattering. That's nobody wants to go to bed next to that. Like the guy that was all like mad because you wanted to do something that you like, and he or what, so whatever the argument is about, just like going, okay, I'm not going to speak. That is to me, that is a very childish reaction. That it's your first reaction. And in that silence that you've given yourself, that's when you start to go, okay, what's the real thing that I want to say here, or what is the reason that this actually set this in motion? What did I say? What did I do? Or what did they say? It's funny that you bring this up, because it will actually segue into what I wanted to talk about. This dog and this cat. Yo, they're gonna make my back is.
How'd you hurt your back?
But dude, of all things, putting in a diverter on a shower. It's not even a pound.
What is diverter?
The little thing that the spout.
Oh, yeah.
1 sec. I'm separating these two.
Separating them. Look at you.
She's under the dog. The cat's under the bed. They're good for a little while.
You're a dog. You're an animal dad. Look at that. I gotta separate these two whippersnappers.
Yeah, but I was leaning over a tub, like, and you have to use your Allen wrench to put it's the spout. It's where where the water comes out, and then you lift the thing and it comes out the shower. So I was putting that on, and I was just tightening it up, and like I was leaned over because you got to see underneath to see where to put the Allen wrench, because I have these clunky Allen wrench. I don't know. It's just it was stupid. It was doing nothing. Of all the things that I've done today, and all the things that I do, it's like. Moving a washer dryer, not a problem. Putting in a half pound of hollow metal that water goes through, apparently that's too much for me.
Yeah.
So anyway, the things that you're talking about will segue into some kind of a little bit, because it's just self introspection type whatever. But I don't know what your argument was about. Was it an argument? Was it a debate? Was it a fight? Are those all the same to you? I don't know.
It wasn't a debate. It was
okay. So it's definitely in the argument territory.
Yeah. It just over like little things, and I don't know. I've been saying the wrong thing for a while. I think that's the problem.
Well, then you got to kind of. Oh, nice. Kings just scored. Anyway, sorry. I just happened to glance over after my drink and see the goal. Yeah, if you think if you know it's the wrong thing, or if you agree that it's the wrong thing.
Yeah.
Otherwise, if you think you're saying the right thing, then it doesn't mean you're saying the wrong thing. It means you're saying something in the wrong way.
Sure.
And you need to reframe it. So that she can understand why you feel the way you feel, and she can, you guys can have a grown-up dialogue about it. It's so easy from 2,500 miles away to tell you how to be married.
Yeah. No, that's all right. It was, yeah.
But I know you guys are going through a lot right now, so it's like not. That sounds bad. Not you two with each other, but just overall, this has been a stressful few months for you.
Mm-hmm.
The car and the house and the snow and the this and the that,
The identity theft.
Yeah, I wasn't gonna bring that up. I didn't know if I was allowed to.
I'm not gonna delve into it, but yeah, there has been some identity theft that I have to deal with, and it's because of a data breach at a medical facility. It's awesome.
In an age where there's like, we never had, like, there was the internet, and then there was not data security companies, and then like as soon as there was data security companies, data breaches just are a way of life.
Right.
Like LifeLock got hacked.
Yeah. It's insane.
I have a problem with this. I really do think, like, I was this is too much information or whatever maybe, but I was peeing the other day and I was thinking.
Yeah.
I was looking at the toilet and I was looking at the toilet paper, and I was thinking about this, and I go, okay, they came out with this thing, the toilet, right?
Yeah.
And then they had the toilet paper. And then people were clogging the toilet, and the toilet people didn't want to take responsibility. So they go, you got to use less toilet paper. So then the toilet people were like, oh, you're not cutting into our profit that way. Less toilet paper. We're going to make more ply. We're going to make it more expensive. So then the water people come in and they go, how about you just, we introduced this thing called the courtesy flush. Then we all make our money. They double the water. They buy the toilet. They got to buy the expensive toilet. Double the ply. Everybody's making out except for who? Us. We're getting shit all over just because we want to shit all over a bowl. We used to shit in the street. Anyway, that's what I think about when I pee, apparently.
That must have been a long piss.
These are rapid fire. And they, like,
yeah.
Yeah, so it's but that's what I think about with like LifeLock and identity theft, and just like, these people, like, we were kind of talking about this, where it's like, it's the amount of work that they have to put in to potentially steal money from, like, get a 9 to 5,
right?
With that go-getter attitude and your computer skills,
yeah,
you could be making 6 figures,
right.
Like, and you get benefits.
Yeah, instead it's being used to essentially freeze up my money and take away from me, and it's actually going to cost me money in the long run, because I got to pay for all this. I got to pay for copies of this. I have to go here, there, get birth certificates, social security numbers, get all this copy of documents upon documents, send it all, and then they're like, oh yeah, this will be resolved in 582 days to 682 days. It's like, oh, and in the meantime, it's like, so this person still has like has a social security number, and I'm just supposed to be like, cool. We're not gonna find out who this person is in Wyoming.
You give me, that's such a, if it's 582 to 682, can we just 580 to 680? 575, like,
yeah, is that,
what is this 582? First off, and second off, okay, that's your time window to fix this. Credit card companies will get you a credit card within 7 days.
Yeah.
So the damage that can be done in that 572-day window is insane.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I'm not helping the anxiety and the stress, am I?
No, it's all right. Well, it's a slow process, but it's getting worked on, and but so you were talking about being introspective.
Well, I made a decision. So, like, that was the thing. Like, I'm working on a couple things for myself, because now my job has gotten a lot less stressful, because I got some stuff taken care of. I got a new manager. She's very chilled out, and like,
it's great.
It's made it a lot easier for me now. And I'm realizing that it wasn't the job that was the problem for like the first 4 months of this new job, taking on this new responsibility or whatever. It was the fact that I was like flashing back to my old manager that was very chaotic and sporadic and asked for things and then did nothing with them. And it felt like a lot of wasted time and a lot of wasted work. And now I don't have that. So it's like, but I was in this habit of coming home after work and just, putting on sweats and sitting around and not doing much, because I was so like, it was just like work took everything out of me. And so, and I was realizing like, I'm not, I kind of lost a part of myself, like the goofy part, the childish part that makes dumb jokes and is annoying a little bit, and you know, just have you ever felt your mind slip where it's
Mm-hmm.
like I don't even know I don't even know how to make myself feel stupid anymore.
Mm-hmm.
That used to be I could do that all day, just do something that was dumb and whatever, and I kind of liked that, and I missed, and so like now I'm consciously trying to get back to that because I have this time, and so I was dealing with that, and I don't know how you feel about that, the conscious effort to be whimsical, I guess, or to be foolish and happy, maybe. I feel like the delivery on the word happy was a little bit wrong there, but uh, so I'm like working on that, and in that, I realized I was doing a lot of stuff as well, which I've always done, which is this apologizing thing. I wonder, have we talked about this?
Probably.
Are you an apologizer? Do you apologize
Yeah, absolutely.
constantly for things that you don't do wrong, for things that are out of your control?
Yeah.
So I've been looking into this a little bit in terms of the peacekeeping mentality and where that comes from, because I will apologize for everything. I've thought at work where it's like, oh man, like I'm the service supervisor and this thing didn't get done and it's going to cost the ownership $180 for a new inspection. I'll just tell them they can take it out of my bonus. Fuck that. No, there is no, like, it wasn't my fault this thing didn't get done. It didn't get done on the last guy's watch. And they make it, you know, this is what they make it hard so
Mm-hmm.
that they can get an extra whatever inspection fee and all these things. And really what it came down to is my old roommates, they were trying to get an apartment here. It didn't work out. They were over the income cap for this specific apartment. And like, we had told them, like, hey, if you make more than this, it's not going to happen. And they were like, we definitely make less than that. Well, it turns out they made more than that. And my like gut instinct, I had so much guilt because of trying to help them get a cheaper apartment. I was like, I had to like wrestle with myself to go like, do not say you're sorry. Don't say you're sorry for this, because there were signs a month ago that they weren't going to qualify. And they continued to push forward and try and work some things around or whatever. Shonda's been trying to help them out. She's tried to work some things around. And she doesn't apologize for things that aren't in her control. She just doesn't do it. I respect the hell out of that.
Mm-hmm.
I'll apologize to you if you were planning on sunbathing today and it's raining. Like somehow I conjured it. I don't really understand what but you know, it's like, this is a big step for me. Like I consciously was like, I'm not going to apologize, and then I didn't, and like I feel good about it. I don't know.
Nice.
I wanted to talk about that for some reason.
That's good.
Just like this is a new leaf. It's like it feels very. It feels like it's a maturing thing, because it's delving into one of those like that's a childhood like deep rooted.
Mm-hmm.
I don't want to say trauma. I don't really like the trauma word, but it's a deep rooted habit that, you know, like comes from the idea that no matter what, like you've done something to upset
Yeah.
the balance. Now, like you know, my house, there was it was chaotic.
Mm-hmm.
And it was like, you know, some people were fine with creating the chaos or being a part, like pushing things into that chaos. I always steered way far away from that, like, you know, try not to upset the status quo.
Right.
And it's like when you carry that forward, it becomes this guilt for everything that's going on for everybody around you. Like, even I don't think I apologize. I probably said I'm sorry to you when you told me about the identity theft thing. But if you noticed, I did not apologize for being a half an hour late today, because I told you the bus. Hey, it's traffic.
Yeah.
There's nothing I can do.
Right.
I'm doing my best here to try and like be a human being.
I didn't think about you. I didn't expect an apology, because you told me, and I was just like, oh yeah, all right. What can you do?
And that's the thing. There is no expectation of apology from people. I've had people go like, I've apologized for things, and then they've been like, why? Why are you apologizing? It's like, oh, I'm sorry. You're a normal, stable human adult, and you didn't realize you're talking to a child right now. and and I mean, I wasn't like physically assaulted as a kid, but it was like I always felt like we were on the, if you didn't apologize, you're on the edge of collapse. Like something's gonna happen.
Yeah, I
Let
get
me
that.
fix this real quick, please. I'm so sorry. I will fix it for you. Here, oh, you lost money. Here, let me give you $100. This will help you, right? Like
Yeah,
I've done that. Like, I'll just forgive debts, and
I
you were too far put together, so you've never really, gotten rewarded from my that side of me.
I like one time I gave a person, so I went to this person's wedding, right? And then they hired a videographer, and I don't really remember all the details, but like something went wrong where they essentially paid a ton of money for something for a product they didn't get. And I felt bad for them. And what I did was I actually gave them an expensive pair of sneakers that I had. I was like, "Hey, you can take these and try to sell them, so then you can maybe recoup some of these losses." Even though I went to the wedding, probably gave them a gift. I don't remember. I would imagine that I did. But I gave up some shoes, and they were nice shoes. There were some Jordans, and like could have gotten
I've seen your shoes.
yeah. So I was just like, here, take these, like recoup some of this money that you lost because, it was your wedding and it's a big day, and I hope you can whatever. And I don't even think they said thank you. I think they just took it, and then I don't know whatever they do. I don't talk to those people anymore because, reasons. But
They didn't say thank you. Yeah.
no, that wasn't why. But
You saw me wearing the shoes, like just jogging on a rainy day, and you're like, you don't care about these.
if they were running in those, that'd be a horrible choice. They, but yeah, I get what you mean, and yeah, but then there's some people that never say sorry when they should.
No,
And
that's true. And that's yeah, that is like there was something that happened. Speaking of like spats, I'll say a spat.
mm,
Um, Me and I went off on one of my rants again, which I
sure.
tend to do when certain, like, it's like I said, it's some when we have our arguments, they're more debates, and it's more just me debating and her going, "Who are you fighting?" uh,
I could see that.
but like it's like it was something along the lines that she was watching like a prison show. It was a prison experiment show where the prisoners got they got free time and they kind of police themselves and and all this stuff, and like the sheriff or the main guy, I might be getting these two shows mixed up, but it was basically a prison show. And I have a real problem with sheriffs and with the courts and with the prison system and bone them for life mentality. And, oh, now they get to cook for themselves. And it's like, okay, well, whatever. Either way, I went to bed without resolving that particular argument or whatever you want to call it. It was all sour on both sides. I went to sleep, got up the next day. I had to do something. And then we went to a party at her friend's house, and I was talking to her, to Kevin, a friend of hers, and I was like, "Yeah, I did this, and I haven't really apologized yet." And she was behind me, and she chimed in and said, "Yeah, you certainly haven't." And I don't think I can. I don't think I can because I won't. I can apologize for just speaking. I'm sorry I said something.
Yeah,
But I will not apologize for what I said because that ain't going to change. And if I'm not going to change it, then I can't apologize for it actually. An
sure.
apology is saying you're going to make a change.
Okay.
You're gonna actually like actively, like, you understand what you did wrong. 2, you're going to actively do something to rectify it. And 3, you're not going to replicate it moving forward. Like a real apology, and it's like, sorry. I have a problem with our justice system. And I started that with saying I'm sorry, and now I'm going to end it by saying I'm not going to apologize for that. I have a problem with it. My apology has to be just verbalizing it with you in the way that I did, not what I said.
It sounds
Just the fact that I decided to open my mouth.
It sounds like to me that you need an alarm label that says "Don't speak."
It does, right? Yeah, I'm gonna make one. It's gonna go off every 15 minutes.
Mine was just a morning reminder. Like, oh yes, don't do that.
But well, it's funny because when I actually like talked to her about it, like her response again was, "I just want to watch the show." Like she's like, I just want to know what happens to inmate 33. And, you're in here talking about 150 years ago and why loitering is a crime. I don't understand it. And I go, okay, you're right. I may have gone off the rails a little bit.
Yeah, I that happens with me too, where, one of the biggest complaints about me is that I can't allow other people to like what they like. I always have to chime in, when there's a song or a band that's being listened to and people are vibing, I always have to go, this band sucks. Or if a movie is on, a television program is on, this, Mormon Wives or whatever it is, real housewives of this place or Drama City, and I say, this is awful. This is dumb. Like, I will ask questions. Like, I will ask like plot point questions at times, because I'm like, all right, what's going on here? Who's this? Who's that? And so I do show a little bit of interest at times, but then I just go, usually this is like the dumbest shit I've ever seen. But then when I watch a show that I like, I think it's great.
No, well, that's another place where we're the same, because I will genuinely like start out a Real Housewives marathon or something if it's on and she's watching her. I'm not trying to cut people down that watch it. It just, to me, it's like I see it as an ad for shit that is too expensive and a label that doesn't matter. That's like all it is to me.
Mm-hmm.
They go to these nice places so that you'll go to these nice places and overpay for a mimosa and overpay for eggs Benedict and wear, these gaudy freaking like, oh, my dress looks like a perfect triangle. I don't care about that.
Right.
I think people look better in overalls and plaid. I don't know. Well, I don't care. It's like that looks uncomfortable and expensive, overly expensive, and not worth what you paid for it. And like that's what those shows do for me, or like what I see in them. But I would like go like, all right, who is that? Who's she married to? Oh, yeah. She's divorced. Good thing she's on the Real Housewives. And then I'm already behind the eight ball. It's like, are all these women divorced? What is that? How they got here? Like, did they just
right?
What
it makes no
is
sense.
it supposed to be ironic? I don't.
That can be our
maybe
next.
I'm the stupid one.
That can be our next podcast that we do. We can be the real house husbands on housewives. And
yeah,
we can watch it and try to dissect and try to understand. Yeah, like first of all, we okay. So the overall question I think to every episode would be like, what's the point? And where is this going? But I bet you if we entered it with a mind set like that, where we're taking notes and doing that stuff, I bet you we would get sucked in. We probably would.
It's really, I've found that all you need to do to get sucked into anything is just root for somebody.
Yeah, that's true.
Just pick a side. That's what I did with NASCAR. That's what I was doing when I was sitting and watching, Housewives, because I legitimately just like, I would pick somebody to root for or root against, and I would just go like, oh, Tanya's a bitch. I like Tanya. Why don't you like Tanya? She's giving off vibes right now.
Yeah,
I got to go with it.
I watch. We're watching the new Fear Factor.
The Johnny Knoxville.
Yeah. And it's it's fun. It's just you're standard kind of brain rot, and it's disgusting at times, but it's fun. I like watching it. And now that Scrubs is back, whoo, we're watching that. Have you watched
Is it good? Because I want to start.
Yes,
Yeah, I want to.
it is. It's just like it
Old times.
It is, to a sense. There is one thing that I don't like that they did, but I'll see where they go with it. Do you want me to? You learn about it pretty quickly. Do you want me to tell you?
I'm okay with it if you're okay with our listeners.
Well, if you don't want Scrubs spoilers, pause it for the next 5 seconds. The thing that or skip ahead 15. I think it's got to be like 30 seconds.
The idea of Scrubs spoilers in the first 5 episodes of season 10 is a little ridiculous.
Well, JD and Elliot are divorced. Not
from each other or from 2 different people?
They were married at the end of the series originally.
See, I don't know if I ever got. Oh, that's right, because they did that whole montage that made me cry.
Yeah, and she's
Johnny C. McGinley's kids growing up, and
yeah. So
there's a Book of Love with the Peter whatever. Gabriel's Book of Love was the song.
I think so. Yeah. So they're divorced, which is, I was like, oh, that's kind of a bummer. Like, that's the Jim and Pam. You don't want them to be separated. But also like that's just a reflection on life. The people that are,
to be honest, you don't want them to be together either.
Yeah. I suppose you need something, but like outside of that, it's very much, the random Scrubs, random stuff on there is still there. The jokes are still there. The chemistry is still there. So it's, I'm pumped about it, and I'm glad. Like it truly, they did not break form. They went back to what they know. They went back to like all that, and it's good. I've only watched 2 episodes, so we'll see. But so far, so good.
No, maybe I'll watch some of that tonight. I don't know.
It's on Hulu.
Is it all dropped, or is it dropped 1 week at a time?
1 week at a time. They dropped 2 episodes last week, and then 1 yesterday. So,
well, I will check it out, and we'll keep up to date on that. But yeah, I'm the big show that I watch that I actually do get really into for a reality show is the show Traitors.
Oh, I've heard that's really good.
Dude, it is. That's one where you can pick somebody to root for and really just let it like.
Yeah.
It is all these reality. It's all these reality stars, but it's just not. It's not the same, because that's the thing. Like those housewife shows and stuff, they just sit around and like
bitch
find reasons to be mad at each other. Because of one word that somebody. It just doesn't make sense to me. But this show is not like that. It's worth watching. Season 4 was tremendous. It was very good.
I didn't realize there were so many seasons. I'll have to see if I can get it. If you were so like, let's say you and I are on a show like Traitors, what's our strategy? What would you do?
Oh man, I've thought about this for Traitors, especially because everything is like everything you do is scrutinized, because like they're trying to find the traitor,
and
it's like, so even if you're faithful, you still have to like worry about what you say and do. I think I'd probably like get voted off or killed pretty quick, to be honest.
So it's like it's kind of like Among Us, kind of. There's like
it's like that. Or did you ever play the game Mafia or Werewolf?
Yeah.
It's like Mafia, basically.
Okay.
Or I think you guys played Werewolf, right?
Yeah. Werewolf.
So Werewolf, yeah. So you got three werewolves, and then the rest of the town is hunting them.
Mm-hmm.
So they get to vote somebody out every night, and then the traitors get to kill somebody every night. And if the like faithful can get rid of all the traitors before the end of the show, then they bank all the gold. And then they like add in these challenges, because everything's about challenges. So like they have to win their prize money during the day, and then during those like prize competitions, that's when they're watching people to see how they act and overreact.
Sure. Do you think you could be a good traitor? Could you be a good bad guy?
No, I don't think I could. I think honestly, like if I was a trader and somebody just like was like, "Are you a trader?" I have a giveaway smile that it's like I can't. I'm not a very good liar, honestly. You would think I would be. Like back in the day, like when I could numb my face with heroin, I could lie to people and say I'm not doing heroin, but that was really about all it was.
Yeah, yeah. Is it the same face you make when you try to take a picture with somebody?
Yeah, it's that dumb face. Yeah. It's like trying not to smile. That's it. That's all it is. Like trying to like be casual. How do I be casual? I don't know how to do.
Uh,
It's the worst face. But yeah, that like they wouldn't even let me on the show. Like
I don't, you'd be
kill
quirky.
him off. This dude doesn't do slow mo well. He doesn't do fast mo well.
It could be good. It would be good. I think like I would take. Well, there's like two possibilities. Like really, it's like you kind of roll solo, but if you roll solo, I think that makes you a little bit of a target. It's kind of like in life, man. Like you got to have alliances of some sorts. Even at work, you got to be tight with
Yeah,
somebody
that's true.
to always have your back and to be like on the lookout for one another. And then like when if one of you gets in trouble, you're like you start talking smack about somebody else, one of your enemies, and you kind of go like, well, have you seen this person, what they're doing? It really is kind of a reflection on life if you think about it.
Oh yeah, well, at the boat company, that I had some real issues with people, and there was like backstabbing going on. And
Oh yeah, for sure.
I mean, I didn't have issues; they had issues with me because, like, I don't know why. Like, because I did my job, and that makes some people that don't do their job like worried or something. But
Yeah.
I feel like such an old man right now.
Yeah.
Yeah. But I mean, I will say this. I think the one thing, like, if I ever was on that type of a show, like the trader show or whatever, I don't think I'd want to be a trader because I actually can logically kind of deduce things pretty well.
Hmm.
But I'm sure it's a lot easier when you're watching it from the third person.
For sure.
But that show Extracted, that's one that I actually looked into getting onto, and I talked to my family about it.
Oh really? Nice.
That's the one where they send somebody out in the wilderness, and then like they don't have control of if they leave the wilderness. Their family has to extract them.
It's like Naked and Afraid.
Well, it's kind of basically you have like one person goes out and they're solo in the wilderness. They have clothes and that's about it to start. And then the two of their family members goes back to this base camp,
Mm-hmm.
and like they compete to get supplies to their family member.
Oh, okay.
And then but like if the family member's out there like cold, wet, hungry, whatever, and they're like, I don't want to do this anymore. If the family decides not to pull them out, they have to stay. Like they don't get control of leaving the show. Only the people in the base camp can extract them.
Hmm.
But yeah, me and Ryan and my parents like talked about it pretty heavily. Actually, we're gonna send in for it.
Oh, all right. That'd be interesting.
I mean, it's just as a kind of because it's all walks, man. Like some people on there, they're like some people on there are like outdoorsy and they're wilderness savvy and all that stuff, and that's why they think they can do it. And then there's other people that go on there that are like, I've never left the city, but I just wanted to try something new.
And you think you could be the guy that's in the woods?
Well, partially. I think I could handle that, except for the hunger part, man. I like to eat.
Would you bring your tent?
You don't get a tent, but I
No.
can make a shelter.
Yeah, especially with that.
Animals, dude. I swear,
Especially with
all
that
these
back.
animals they're conspiring to make me move my back in a way that hurts so bad right now.
Yeah.
Because Chloe, I know you can get up on the couch. All you have to do is do it. And she's like looking at me. It's like if I bend that way, it's gonna hurt so much.
Don't do it. Just like you're not
I
saying
know.
sorry, don't pick up the animal and put them on
Yeah.
the couch.
Look at her though.
Yeah, she's fine.
I already put the cushion there so that she could just jump up on her own.
Wow.
Anyway, sorry. Yeah, I think I could. That was kind of the thing. Like when Ryan and my parents talked about it, it's like who would go out there?
Mm-hmm.
And it's like, well, I was like, I want to try and go out there. I would like to try. That's the experience.
Yeah.
I'm not a game player the way that like I think Ryan and Trevor would be good game players because the people who play the game are the ones that are at the base camp. They're the ones that have to like kind of create alliances and backstab people to get stuff to their person. Me, I'm not good at that, but I think I could, I can make a shelter and a fire
Yeah.
and I'm not, I don't like spiders. That would be a problem maybe.
Maybe. I would watch it. I don't know. I would maybe do Fear Factor. As long as there's not like a ton of, like, so far there hasn't been like a lot of physical stuff. Like I could do some of the basic physical stuff that they were doing. I think I'd be all right.
I like the idea of Fear Factor, except for I'm not afraid of eating vomit and bull tongue. I just don't want to do it.
Yeah.
Like that part of it, it's like there's no fear there. That's just you trying to get a rise out of an audience, and I don't like that. But like jumping off a moving truck onto another moving truck or whatever, like that kind of stuff, yeah, I'd be afraid to do it, but I would love to try.
Yeah.
I'm going to assume that the show's not going to let me die.
Whatever happened to the Real World? That's the show we need to revive. Like, and it just needs to be like it'll be actually the real world where it's two middle-aged people with kids going through life, and it's like, oh, you mean to tell me you just get up, go to work, come home, and repeat it every day? Yes. That is what we do.
I mean, that was like Dirty Jobs with Mike Rowe was kind of that show.
Yeah. Yeah.
Deadliest Catch was about as close to like the night, like to just like somebody's day job, because that is the Learning Channel and Discovery now. Is just like, look at people live.
Here we are.
These guys mine gold. These guys build houses. These guys inspect houses. These guys they fish, and these guys fish for a different fish. And that's all the programming we have time for.
The one dude,
that's the Learning Channel now, or whatever. It's just like, or no, I'm sorry. The Learning Channel is like, I'm 600 pounds. I have 800 children.
It's called the Learning Channel.
I'm in love with a goat. Like, these are the Learning Channel shows. It's insane.
Yeah, you're right. Nobody's learning. Like, you're learning like the life you don't want to live. Perhaps.
Yeah.
Maybe that's what it is. I don't know, man. I don't quite know. We're going to cut it short, though, this week, my friend. You have back pain. I got to get up at 4:30 in the morning because your boy's got to go on a run. I got to run tomorrow morning. Be free on the treadmill.
Before work, you're going to run?
Yep. I do that.
Dude, I'm jealous of your willpower. That's really tough to do.
It is. It is tough, especially when that alarm goes off and you're like, ugh. I should be sleeping.
Yeah, and then you go to say, and then it tells you to stay quiet.
Right. But yeah, I gotta get up and then go to 3 miles in or so, and then come home and get ready for the day and work the full-time gig, bartend, and then Saturday go on another run, and then Sunday go on another one. I
just hope I can walk tomorrow, man.
My long run on Sunday will be 9.3 miles. I did a 10-mile run last weekend. I felt great.
Yeah, that's doesn't sound great to me, but
it was good. I was happy. I was like, I powered through, nonstop, baby. 10 miles. It's pretty good.
See, I do want to get back into like skateboarding or whatever, because that's what makes me feel that way. I've like that, and then I've been riding again, which really does it makes me feel lighter in my shoulders.
Yeah, for sure.
So
we're getting old, man. Our bodies are slowly decaying. We are decrepit. We are just piles of pure American garbage. And that's the way we do it here on Dudes with Brews on the Porch. I drink Hoya Hop House Obake, the Jasmine Rice Lager. It was good. Not bad. Pretty standard, like a little sweetness to it. I enjoyed it. You had a polynoma or whatever, Palama, polyamorous.
Pre-canned Paloma. It's kind of like me. It's
Pre-canned?
garbage, but it works.
Garbage, but it works. I like it, A little bit of sweetness here and there. Occasionally, the label says something incorrect, and when noticed, it's a big deal.
Did I say something? Wait, what?
I don't know. I meant like I was saying like you're saying it's like us, and I was like, well, the label will have something wrong on it, and someone will get mad, misunderstand it.
Oh, okay.
I was trying to combine it all, put it all into one.
I got you now. Just took me.
You
took me a bit.
Did you hit your head in that shower too, or what?
Maybe I did. I don't know. I try not to. I work hard, man.
I
maybe
know
I
you
hit
do.
my head. Maybe I forgot about it.
That's true.
Maybe I'm just stupid to start. You've seen me smile.
Yeah. linktr.ee/Dudes with Brews. Couple new designs on there, Rob. The new Strange Brew design is out there.
Really good.
Yeah, that one's really sweet. I like that one a lot. There's actually, I think that's the only one, the only new one for.
I think you sent me two, but I think you sent me one and then you changed it a little bit. So I don't know if you put them both on there.
No, I only put the one with like the old school like Mars Attack alien on there.
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay.
Yep. And then you can get the P is for Punk stuff, which you can listen to it if you like music. The last episode we just did was on a Metallica album, Kill 'Em All, which is like a really thrashy metal album. I've never listened to it before until that. So we're really doing it, getting her done, doing the things.
All right.
I have a really cool Charlie Brown P is for Punk logo that I'm getting put into stickers. And then, I'm going to try to, squeeze it onto the TeePublic, and hopefully it doesn't get flagged. But maybe just buy them right away, so then, at least I have them.
Mm-hmm. Well, let me know, because I love a limited edition.
Good old limited edition.
Because it got banned.
Yeah, I'll send you the picture. I don't know if I did or not. I don't think I did, but it's I think it's pretty sweet. I like it.
Is it them dancing?
No, it's not like them exactly. It's it's pretty close, but it's a little take on it.
There's subtle differences.
There are some differences, yeah, but they'll know what it is when they see it. But hey, we'll see if we can fly under the radar. That's how we do it. But yeah, thanks. God,
I'm sorry.
bless.
Damn it.